going to decide who moves on and who hosts this next round of the NCAA men's soccer tournament.
Doesn't get better than this. This is awesome. And again, this is what Stanford was so proficient at back in their championship years. They won on PKs in 2017, the second round against Pacific, won the national championship match against Indiana in overtime that year. Back in 2016, their second straight national championship. This is the one where they won in PKs in the College Cup semis against North Carolina, so they have a long history of success in these situations.
And as you would offense at work in football, Matt Frank is telling the crowd to silence down here as Carlo Agostinelli will step up first to go up against the goalie Isaac Briner. You might be able to see now he takes up a lot of space. Big presence in goal. Agostinelli on the year. This would be the first PK that he's taken. Saved away by Briner. Maybe there is something that Chris Rich is playing after all, putting him in there.
And look, I mean, he's listed at 6'4", 210. He looks bigger than that.
Yes, he does. He does.
That one might not have been all the way tucked into that corner, but Briner had that read the whole way. I did like the approach from Carlo Agostinelli. Confident in his approach, but Briner had that one well read. And now it's on Matt Frank.
And it'll be Basile Mark. Just like Kevin told you, he led off PKs for UNC Greensboro last round. He had a make going up against Keegan McLaughlin for the Buckeyes. And now he goes up against Matt Frank to try to get a spot on the board for the Spartans. Whistle's blown. He can go whenever he's ready.
He's taking quite some time.
Yes. Like you mentioned it, maybe a little bit of mind games there. Took his time. Maybe made Matt Frank think a little bit about which direction he wanted to go. So after the first round, 1-0 in favor of UNC Greensboro.
Yeah, Basile Mark knew exactly what he was doing there. I haven't seen anyone stand over the ball longer.
So now coming up for Stanford will be Will Riley, and also making his season debut on the spot. Another save again, Briner. Well, you talked about Agostinelli's strike. That one might not have gotten far. That one looked like it got even further over towards the corner. And again, the long frame of Isaac Briner sends it away.
I mean, just the luxury of having a guy like that in your bullpen, right?
Exactly.
Like, this guy hasn't played a minute this year. He's only come on for PKs against Ohio State and Stanford, and just two really, really good saves. The second one better than the first.
It's almost like you start playing narco, and here comes Edwin Diaz. So 1-0. This could be a commanding lead in PKs right now with Jack Birch at the spot. Saved away by Matt Frank.
And he needed to make that. You go down 2-0 in penalties with 3 to go, you're in deep, deep trouble. Matt Frank just saved Stanford's season for the moment right there.
So now Cam Silly will come up to it. He's had success from the spot this year, 3 for 3 in PKs. Now you just got that big-time save if you're Stanford. You need to find a way to put pressure right back on the Spartans when they come up to a spot. A goal here would definitely do that.
I'm telling you, Briner is feeling all sorts of confidence right now, though. Stopping the first two. You wonder how much that's playing in the head of Cam Silly.
Silly ready to play it with his right. Saved again! Are you kidding me?
This is unreal.
Isaac Briner, stand on your head. And he doesn't look fake. You see him just
No,
walking away right now. This is just old. Another day in the office for
he
him.
ain't tripping. He's chilling. And Matt Frank's going to have to do it again. He's going to have to make 2 more saves, actually.
Ethan Conley now going to have his chance. He also made his opportunity. A round to go. Puts it home.
He went right down Broadway with that one. Got Frank to lean. And this could be it right here.
As Kevin mentioned, coming up to the spot now, Connor Evans for Stanford. He has to put this one home
This is the season.
to keep the Cardinal alive.
This is the season.
And a phenomenal performance up to this point by Isaac Briner during PKs. Can he send the Spartans on to the next round? Puts it home. Strong approach and attack from Connor Evans and keeps Stanford alive for the time being.
Man, look, I was just about to say, before Evans took that PK, you wonder how much Briner is in Stanford's head with those first 3 saves. Apparently he wasn't in Connor Evans' head because that was brilliantly struck.
And now Emmanuel Hagan comes up.
Stanford has to be perfect through the rest of this 5 rounds to have a chance.
So in the last round, Emmanuel Hagan, he was 5th up for the Spartans. He put it home. And as we mentioned, Maddox Mallory was the one that sent the Spartans on. Matt Frank, like he's done so many times for Stanford, has to come up huge here to keep them alive. Hagan puts it home! And the Spartans come all the way across the country and have knocked out number 5 seeded Stanford. And they will see Indiana in the next round. A phenomenal performance, phenomenal effort from the Spartans.
Unbelievable. Isaac Briner, you don't see this every day where your 3rd string keeper essentially, because they've had another keeper, Jarrett Payne, who's played this year. So Isaac Briner, who hasn't played a second all season, comes in to help them win in the second round on penalties. And then just 3 fantastic saves. Isaac Briner waving goodbye to the crowd. That was pretty funny. And he got mobbed by his teammates. You saw him.
Well deserved.
His slide on the ground afterwards. 3 really, really good saves in the first 3 rounds. And look, if you can stop 75% of the penalty shots you face, your team is going to win.